So I want to talk about something that's been really, really annoying me lately. This is going to be Icks About Men, but single mom version. So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom,
And women need to understand that as well. Is that you're right. A man is not going to understand what it's like to be a single mom because your child is just another person. Your child is not his child. He don't look at it like, oh my God, that's a little kid. I got to start thinking a certain way. It's not like that. Once a man like you, if you have a child, your child is just your child. It's not anything that he sees special. He sees it as a distraction. Let's get to it.
I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night.
Okay, this is why I'm telling you guys. When you're dating a single mother, it's a very, very, very slow process, regardless of how good she looks, regardless of how good the conversations are going. You have to realize you can only date this woman when the kids are not around. You don't do this extra stuff where you're like, I'm gonna pay for the babysitter in order to get you out. You don't want to do that because you're already conforming to her. If you start the relationship off doing those type of things, she's gonna expect you to keep doing it. Women start programming men at the beginning of the relationship. So she's complaining right now because the next guy that goes on a date with her, she's hoping that he watched this and he starts coming out of pocket. So understand, only date single mothers on the days that they're free, that the child is not there. Dating them should be an extremely slow process. It should not move at the same speed as a woman without children. Those are facts.
Just whenever, right? So you have to take that into consideration. So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time. And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So
in a way, I agree with it, but once again, I have to tell you guys right now, a lot of single mothers are going to be desperate in modern day world right now. All right. So when you're dating a modern day woman, yes, she has a lot going on. She's going to be the busiest woman out there to deal with. But you have to learn that when you are with her, it's not supposed to be every day. It's not supposed to be a consistent thing. And you must have something planned, but you have to keep in mind, you want to make sure that she has free time, that the kids are not around. Do not have her bully you into a babysitter or make you feel like you have to come into her life and automatically start adjusting to her responsibilities. It don't work like that. That woman needs to be adjusting to you if you have no children. If you have children, then that's a different ball game. Both of you guys have to compromise somewhere. But if you don't have children, then that woman has to adjust to you. But I do agree with her. Don't do the normal, let's go and have drinks. Have something planned. Get out and do stuff. And if doing stuff is going to hurt your pockets, you shouldn't be dating at all. Not even a single woman with no kids. Make sure that you have money set aside that you can blow just getting to know someone, all right? And keep in mind, when you're dating a single mother, she's way more serious about attachments than anything.
So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also,
Okay, that's a date that you should not try to pressure. I'm letting you know right now, if a girl pins you in the corner with this, walk away immediately. Because there is some sucker that's going to go along with this, and he's going to invest into a big headache. When they start off doing stuff like this at the beginning, you must understand there is a bigger headache down the road, which is probably one of the reasons why she doesn't have a man now.
Offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you.
Don't buy a babysitter. That's not your responsibility. I'm going to say it again. Don't buy a babysitter. When you're dating a woman, you don't want to start spending money on other people's kids that are not yours. Now, after you and her get to know each other and say it grows into a relationship over time, then maybe yeah. But at the beginning, no, she has to make the sacrifice somewhere in order to get to know you. You should not come in and try to make her life easy at the beginning.
And another thing, do not just assume that you can invite me and my daughter out. No, I do not introduce my daughter to guys. That's a no-no.
I feel the same way. I feel like you should not be meeting her children at all until you and her have formed a bond. Too many guys want to step in and be stepdad of the year at the beginning of the relationship, and then you find yourself getting played extra fast. All right, then you turn around, oh, I don't like single mothers, and I shouldn't be there with single mothers because single mothers are this, that, and the third. Single mothers is a whole different ball game, bro. It's a whole different. The slower you move, the better it's going to be.
So there's that. And also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week.
Okay, I can agree with that. You shouldn't be going out during the week. I'm going to be honest with you. Unless you're a guy that can't get free that much and maybe a quiet Wednesday, you and her can do something. But for the most part, try to prevent it from during the week depending on how loose your schedule is. But when a woman is giving out this much standards in a relationship, I can almost guarantee you that those standards are going to continue to increase, and they're going to continue to increase the longer that you know her.
So moral of the story is, come on guys, if she's a single mom, she already has a lot on her plate. So don't add to her plate. Don't make her life more stressful. Don't make her plan out the date that you want to take her on. Like, that's not going to happen. So all I'm going to say is do better. And to everyone asking me out on freaking dates lately, literally, if the shoe fits, then it fits, okay? That's all I got to say.
Granted, she's a pretty woman, and a lot of guys are going to want to go date her. Then you're going to have the crew of guys that's like, oh, we don't date single mothers, leave her alone. No, you're hitting her up. You're hitting her up. Yeah, you're in the DM. Yeah, because she's pretty. You don't care. The same way guys don't care about body counts. You don't care if she's a single mom. You don't care if she got 4 kids. Y'all don't care about that because those are the women that you see with all the kids. Somebody's sleeping with her, right? So understand that when you guys are dealing with single mothers, it's slow. And there's a lot of responsibilities to go in with that because she's expecting you to come in and save her. The slower you move, the better it's going to be. All right, let's get to the next one with this girl talking about. It says,